Okay, let me do a little like I call live update. It's Tuesday, May 21st, 2019. I'll do a little update. I want to show you something. I hope you can see it in my working on websites. This is that's a YouTube channel. I have three. It says 291 views. Of course, that was like a little experiment channel. Now, if you go to the videos on that channel, it shows a total of 5 views on those videos for that channel, which only has 5 videos. But the YouTube stats, they couldn't change that. So those 5 videos had 291 views, but they discriminated against me a while ago. I didn't realize you could see it right from the thing. So YouTube itself, okay, this is my main channel. It's got 13,330 views, and they show on the views, it gets me upset. And this channel shows like 1 or 2 views. These were experiment YouTube channels, and I was looking at it because I didn't know if I should keep them or not. I want to just keep. So that one showed how many? From YouTube itself, I hope you saw it. 5 videos on one of my YouTube channels, which was an experimental one, said 291 views. And when you looked at the video itself, it says 1. So what is the percentage? The main channel has 13,330 views, but they don't want to show you. Each one of those gets, I shared a video from BitChute tonight, just a day, I don't know what one it was, and they get like 300 views before I share them. I didn't want to get off on that. I wanted you to see that YouTube indeed decided at a certain time, probably when I was doing the political commentary, that they went in and manually, because, and the reason YouTube does that, or any site, instead of just blocking somebody outright, which they were going to do at one time to me, it benefits them more to give false advertising, to say 1 view, when 5 videos, just those 5 had 291 views, and it shows right on the screen, YouTube is saying 5 total views when you look at it. And so anyway, I wasn't looking at it for that reason. I was just looking at it because I was debating to drop those other channels, and keep the main one, 13,300. All of that has to do with manipulation. Those that are not aware of why YouTube does that and Google does those things. Now, because I have it on, I want to just make a note, and I'll stay under 10 minutes. Because Instagram, well, you'll see this anyway. Instagram is a new video site for me. And for my friends, I started following more Christian ministries and things of that nature, because I've never done that before. I just post everything. And when you follow other Christian ministries or have subscribers, it shows up in rankings and all, and you want to have people watch your videos. The purpose is to teach and instruct. But on Instagram, I wanted to just make a note to my friends. I'll just post this on YouTube and Facebook in a few minutes. But what you're seeing on Instagram are just any of the videos that are under 10 minutes. Because in IGTV, which is Instagram, you cannot post over 10-minute videos. So if you're seeing a lot of videos with my friends and all, I don't have a whole lot of teaching videos that are under 10 minutes. So I'm not trying to just, but they're getting some good views on those. That was just a note. I saw some of my friends, many of my friends today, and I want to give them credit, because a lot of my friends who had a lot of tough times and a lot of prison time and all, and I don't force, like, why don't you do ministry? But a few of them who know each other, really, from back in the old days, and they're good friends of mine now, but they talk to me today, John, their ideas of ministry. John, I felt the Lord told me to do this, and I'm gonna move forward in it. And it's interesting because I don't push that, like, do ministry. They see that I'm doing it. They see I leave at a certain time. I tell the guys, because I broadcast every night or upload every night. They see that I've been disciplined as much as possible to fulfill what I feel the mission is. And so I just found that to be interesting, that a couple of my friends are in the struggles they have in life, but they want to do ministry. And it's not me pushing that on them. They know the Lord. They felt called to serve the Lord. They got sidetracked through things that happened in life. And so today, a couple of them said, I feel God wants me to do this. And they're making an effort, and they offend some of the other friends because they're making it known. Look, I'm in a minute, I'm going to be serving the Lord. And the others are like, well, So that's an encouragement. So I just wanted to do that update. I did not expect to see the blatant manipulation that they do. And so for all of you other friends of mine on these various sites, all I could say is don't go by what YouTube is saying, because you could check that yourself. You go to it, I got a bunch of cloud links and the links. Go to my links and you'll see my 3 YouTube channels. And 2 of them were like experimental. And one of them, it shows 5 videos with 5 views. But if you click on the About function, this is just one of the 3. That's the 5. No views for that one. But right here, that site, that one has 97 views. Okay, 97 views on that one for those 5 videos. But they actually show 3, 9, 2, 1. Okay? It's just bugs. This is the one that's shows total of 5 views, 291. This is my main YouTube site. 13,330 views, but it won't show that. Manipulation in society. If I did any, I could go over 10 minutes. I don't plan on it because this will just go on YouTube and Facebook in a few minutes. But for any of my new friends, you'll notice I have a lot of websites, and those that are from Instagram that found some of the other sites, you might not find the main site right away because I got so many. My main site is the blog, which is www.corpuschristioutreachministries.blogspot.com. Another backup site is WordPress, which is ccoutreach87.com, and then all the others. And as you can see, the main video sites are the ones that you see me building, sharing from. Those 2 that I just gave you that example, I don't post to those. Those were kind of like temporary sites for me. But it gave us a lesson that you saw it real time. You could check it yourself. What we do as we engage in society, that I feel like the social media commentary I'm doing now, I'm grateful for Facebook and all. There's too many problems going on that are causing some of these tech giants to discriminate. Many of them discriminate on their own because they have a political point of view. But if you have a political point of view and you provide a service, if you say, I'm a car mechanic, but I'm a liberal, or I'm a conservative, but I fix cars. But if I know that you came in and you have the other point of view, and if you couldn't trust me to be a good mechanic, that's really fraud in a way. And that's what they're doing on some of these discrimination against other bloggers and vloggers and so forth. And so that is fraud. We're looking at Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, fought back against the recent New York Times publication article, op-ed from the co-founder of Facebook, who said it's time to split Facebook up. I agreed with that because they acquired WhatsApp and, of course, Instagram. Now, I like Instagram. I'm using it. But I'm uncomfortable because of some of the experiences for everything to be monopolized. And Zuckerberg made a case for why it's different. But in his case, he defended Facebook and said, we are spending $1 billion a year or whatever to fight election fraud. But that's not election fraud in the public. That's election fraud on the platform itself, which is different, meaning you got to spend $1 billion because people have manipulated the platform. See, that's not, it was a false argument Mr. Zuckerberg made. It wasn't we're spending $1 billion across the country. No, we're doing that $1 billion just so people don't manipulate our platform as they did. Okay? That in itself is a sign that it's too big. It's too big. Some people, I would never sue YouTube or whatever, but some people have taken them to court because what they do when they manipulate, I've had good friends of mine that used to watch the Roman series, and they said, John, we watched that all the way through multiple times. So what they're doing is they're doing fraud to the general public. I'm still on Dropbox. Why? Dropbox, I was paying a certain amount of money a month, $10.60 a month for a certain amount of storage, 1 TB, a lot of storage. And then one day when I went to share some videos, I thought, oh, they just stopped doing the automatic deduction of 10 a month because my videos were not syncing. I couldn't share them. And then I looked on my Wells Fargo account. Oh, they were still taking the money. And then I and then it says if you have problems, you got to get on the chat room for, I don't have time for that. I just went on and said, look, cancel that. Now, what they did was they dropped me back down to the free plan, Dropbox, which allows you for whatever you did upload in the past to remain active and to sync and to work. I wasn't aware of it and I didn't do it for that purpose. I would have kept paying the 10 a month. I just got mad when they kind of messed up. But I wonder, and then they restored it. And right now, everything I put on there is still good. You just can't upload new. But I wonder if, and then I gave them all the links when I complained. I said, I do a lot of websites. Maybe they saw the video I did, which is still on, that said Dropbox is fraud, because I was upset. And maybe that caused them or others to say, oh no, we better not cheat a certain person, because he will show it, like I do now. But that's sad, because if you don't have that voice, what about the more serious issues in society? When people feel like they get abused, either because they're a minority or because they're poor or homeless. Many times that abuse takes place in general across the country because those who abuse them feel, oh, they don't have any voice. Nobody will believe them. I want to do business with people that you can trust. That if you took your vehicle to get fixed and the mechanic was a staunch conservative and I was a liberal, that I wouldn't have to worry that he'll involve his political viewpoint and the product that he claims to be representing or presenting to the public. I believe that Google and Facebook and all, they need to come into federal regulation. The liberal Elizabeth Warren is calling for, indeed, the breakup of Facebook and federal regulations. I agree at this stage. I have found YouTube really to be more manipulative. I found Google, and I use their products, but I found them to be a little more manipulative overall than Facebook has been. Okay? So I want to bless you guys. Welcome to all my new Instagram friends, and go check that out, what I just said. All right, I'm not sure what next teaching will be, but you could see we have a lot of teaching a lot of videos that are not dependent on one, and that's just really scriptural principle. You know, we don't have all your eggs in one basket. It's in a multitude of counselors there is safety. Multitude. Okay, you're not just depend on one. Okay, for tonight, God bless everybody.